What have they found out? No doubt some of them are part of the SS Paranormal Division. So you think the medallion was the result of Zeta's work? Not a problem. When do I get started? Thank you, sir.
Guten Tag.
Thanks, but I'm more concerned about that medallion I found.
I helped the Kreisau Circle on a mission to destroy an experimental device the Nazis had set up in an old church. Apparently it was designed to gather power from the Black Sun dimension. All it's doing now is resting in a smoldering heap. I need to keep searching for General Zeta. He's the key to what's going on here at Eisenstadt. I was part of the Kreisau Circle raid on the castle to free their leader, Caroline Becker. Unfortunately, she was killed in a firefight with Zeta's replacement, Wilhelm Death's Head Strauss. The last time I saw him was back when I destroyed his Uber-Soldat program. Knowing Death's Head, he'll push forward with even more radical Black Sun experiments. I have to stop him before he's able to create a weapon that really could help the Nazis win the war. In hopes of gaining the trust of the Golden Dawn, I went on a mission to investigate a farm where an agent of theirs went missing. I found an underground base where the Nazis were attempting to grow Noxon crystals. Luckily, I was able to rescue the Golden Dawn agent and make sure that no one would ever use that facility again. The Nazis are investing a huge amount of resources into studying the Black Sun. What is their ultimate goal? At the train station, I made contact with Eric Engel of the Kreisau Circle. Unfortunately, there's a mole somewhere. The Nazis knew about my arrival. We managed to fight our way out and destroy a special operations train along the way. It carried some unusual munitions that canceled gravity when it detonated. Everything floated to the ceiling. No doubt this has something to do with General Zeta and the Thule medallion. I hope to find out more when I meet up with Caroline Becker, the leader of the... On a tip from the Kreisau Circle, I went to a Nazi archaeological dig site in search of General Zeta. I found a Russian kid they were holding prisoner named Sergei Kovlov. He's part of a group called the Golden Dawn. He pointed me to a chamber that contained a medallion like the one I'd found on the Tirpitz. I also discovered a dismantled stone portal the Nazis were excavating. I'm not sure what it is, but I get the feeling it's important to Zeta. Which means it's important. I agreed to go on a mission for the Golden Dawn and investigate a hospital the Nazis had recently taken over. What I found surprised even me. They started using mechanical augmentations to create invisible assassins. I also found that stone portal I'd seen at the dig site. It's a gateway to the Black Sun dimension and mutates men into monsters. I disrupted their work, but I don't think I completely destroyed the portal. Since the codebook I stole from the warehouse is useless without the decoder, I had to go to a general's home looking for it. As expected, the house was heavily guarded, but I managed to fight my way through. Ultimately, the mission was a success. The decoder's on its way to the Kreisau Circle safe house, and the general has been permanently silenced. I broke into an old garment factory where the SS were getting ready to have elite guards interrogate 3 Golden Dawn agents. No doubt Zeta wants to know what the Golden Dawn is doing in Eisenstadt. I managed to free the agents before they were injured. Hopefully this will prove I'm trustworthy to Dr. Alexandrov. 3 Golden Dawn agents have been taken prisoner by the SS for interrogation, and I was asked to free them. I infiltrated the SS base in Midtown and managed to find their location, a garment factory that's been taken over by the Paranormal Division. I hate to think what kind of interrogation is going to take place there. For some time now, the Kreisau Circle has been intercepting top-secret Nazi communications, but couldn't decode them. I took over a mission for an injured agent and agreed to steal a codebook that would help them. The book was stored in a heavily guarded warehouse. Luckily, I was able to fight my way through and find it. I made it on board the Zeppelin, and I overheard Dr. Alexandrov talking to Death's Head. Alexandrov was the mole all along. But he must have worked with Anton Krieg, because Krieg claimed to have given information to the Nazis too. Death's Head had Alexandrov executed. Can't say I'll miss him. But now I have to follow Death's Head and Hans Gross through the Thule portal and into the Black Sun. There, I'll have to stop them before they can fire that superweapon and destroy Eisenstadt. A Kreisau Circle agent recently showed me how to take down the transmission towers the Nazis have been putting up all over town. He also pointed me to the location of a major tower that had been built on top of a radio station. Whatever the Nazis are using them for, they won't be using the big tower anytime soon. I made sure of that. Director, the mission was accomplished. General Zeta is dead and his research has been destroyed. The Thule portal and the Doomsday weapon were smashed along with the Zeppelin, so all access to the Black Sun has been permanently cut off. Unfortunately, the medallion is a burnt hunk of metal and glass, ruined when the portal was shattered. Eisenstadt has been liberated, the Nazis have withdrawn, and the Kreisau Circle has taken control. It's too bad the Golden Dawn vanished. They would have made good allies, despite Dr. Alexandrov. As to Death's Head, I'd like to think he died in the crash, but somehow I get the feeling we haven't seen the last of him. B.J. Blazkowicz.
This is insane. I did.
Get down!
Like hell you will. Death's Head. You're forgetting. I'm the one with the gun. Shut that thing down.
No!
What in the hell? How do you know I'm not a Nazi? Who are you, kid? The Thule medallion? All right, kid. Stay here, and I'll make sure it's safe for you. Don't thank me yet. It's right here. Sorry. Not until I know more about the Golden Dawn. I've seen something like this before.
OSA headquarters. This is Agent B.J. Blazkowicz. Wake up the director. Tell him we have to meet as soon as I land. The name's Blazkowicz.
Get out! Get out of there! What the hell are you?
The Golden Dawn and Kreisau Circle suspect Death's Head is getting ready to fire a Black Sun-powered Doomsday weapon from the Zeppelin. I have to assume they're right, since the Nazis are pulling troops out of the city. I fought my way through the airfield and boarded a supply ship heading for the Zeppelin. I only hope I make it in time to stop that madman before he obliterates Eisenstadt and the Resistance. I managed to kill General Zeta. Somehow his exposure to the Black Sun energy made him more monster than man. Berlin will be sending a replacement. There's no way the new guy could be any worse. But after seeing the advanced weaponry they were developing at the cannery, it's clear my mission isn't done. I need to work with the locals and uncover all the Black Sun experiments the Nazis are doing in Eisenstadt.